Hi Libra, Sandra from ForYourChi.com. We're here today to do your, monthly September reading. For those of you Libras born in September, happy birthday month. For those of you not born in September but born in October, I'll say happy birthday to you next month. Make sure you click the like button, Libra, and hopefully you'll win the next month's reading as far as what order I upload and record these readings. Okay, right off the bat, we have Crown Chakra. Crown Chakra says that you are being given guidance in the form of thoughts that are dropped into your mind randomly, and they are messages from the divine, so pay attention. You also have Stay Optimistic, which ironically is a message that we pulled for the collective for this week, in the day that I'm recording this. Okay, so stay optimistic. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle occurs. Keep going. Now, what's interesting about that is it's the same message really as have patience. And when I was shuffling, this card came out for you guys, and I was told to set it aside. So someone here needs to hear you have to have patience in September, because this card is like the insurance card, which means after the period of patience is expired, then success is assured. So you are getting what you want here. It might not be coming in the timing that you're asking it for or that you're expecting it. However, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, does not know timing. Right? There's a divine timing that's in charge of all things. Second house, your money, your stuff. You are doing your homework, trying to research different avenues to make money. The advice card from the Mermaids and Dolphins deck is time to move on. The bottom of this card says it is time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. For some of you, this is letting go of an old job or way of making money, career, okay? You might not feel like it's time to ditch it, but the universe is here to tell you it actually is time to ditch it and do something else. And that might be what the patient card is, actually, for some of you. Okay, here we go, brother, sister, third house. So this house rules your siblings. Solar plexus chakra. You have a sibling who is about to have a freak out in the month of September. You may get a phone call, panic, paper bag, hyperventilating type situation in which you are needing to calm this person down. Why do they need to calm down, and why are they freaked out? It appears that they are under a great upheaval of change right now. However, this message is here to tell them that the changes that the universe is ushering in is bringing great blessings. Do you see this card at the bottom? A major life change brings you great blessings. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. I love it. Fourth house, house of home, rejoice and celebration. Okay, this is the Three of Cups in traditional tarot. You definitely have something to celebrate, either regarding your house, about your house, or in your home. You may have visitors. You may have a party. It looks spectacular. You also pulled Father Healing, which to me as a reader is very significant in the fourth house because the Father shows up in the fourth house. So this is definitely a twofold message for all of you. Yes, celebration in the home. Yes, Father Healing is happening to you right now. The bottom of this card says your personal power increases as you give any Father-related issues to heaven. Amazing. Amazing. I love it. Fifth house, your social life. For those of you single Libras, your dating life. Firm foundation says that you've done the grunt work. Libras don't like the grunt work. The good news is it's behind you now. You have laid a solid foundation for what you want to accomplish or complete next year. Amazing. Self-employment card in the 5th house. Okay, so this card talks about networking within your social group, your friend network, and something could come about in the form of a offer opportunity regarding a job. Now, this card does say you're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So, for those of you who have a side gig, small business, something like that, you could receive an opportunity as well, as long as you get out there and network this month. 6th house, light. Light says prosperity and bliss are assured here. 6th house rules work and health. I love this. So we've got extra magical energy in the 6th house of work for those of you that want to utilize that now. You do have soulmate relationship, interesting enough, in the 6th house. Now, for some of you, this is going to mean that you meet a person that you have known in a previous lifetime at your job. Does that necessarily mean a romantic relationship? Not necessarily, because karma can come in all forms. It can come in whatever form it's supposed to come to you now. This could be a friendship that comes to you through work. The other meaning of this card is that, do you see the DNA spiral? For me as a reader, it means you could be getting a DNA upgrade right now. And what that has to do with is coming back into your power, but it's like leveling up. And when that happens, a lot of times you have physical symptoms like the body is tired. That's the biggest one. Or perhaps you come down with a little cold or a virus or something, and you need to spend time recovering. Of course, if you have any symptoms that need medical attention, get medical attention right away. This is never medical advice, but you could have something come up in September where your body is actually upgrading. Okay? The bottom of this card says, new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. So that's what I'm saying, that this card traditionally means romance. Could be romance in the workplace. Would not advise that at any point, Libra. Not that you're going to heed that message, because I know the Libras. 7th house. This is your primary relationship. You have hope that things are going to change and turn in your favor. Now, we pulled a abundance card, the biggest abundance card in this Mermaid and Dolphin deck, the treasure chest. And this card says an unforeseen windfall of opportunity comes to you now, or abundance comes to you now. I do read this card hand in hand with opportunity. This could mean one of two things for any particular Libra that's watching. Number one, first group of Libras, the obvious. You guys hit the relationship jackpot with a person that you meet, or a relationship that you start, primary relationship in September. That's for some of you. For the rest of you, this matchup with the hope and the treasure chest means that you could receive money from a partnership, whether that be romance that you're currently in or some sort of business partnership that forms this month. Okay, big warning here for Libras. Not the usual warning, but a big warning nonetheless. The 8th house, as you know, rules your intimacy department. It also rules taxes, contracts, legal matters, and the source of your significant other's income. But for the majority of you, this is going to mean that you will be approached by someone who has not so great intentions towards you. And there is a proposition behind that intention of approaching you, one of which that you do not want to engage in. And it's very hard for the Libra to say no here, but I would highly advise you that you put this person on the back burner and do not touch them with a 10-foot pole. if you get my drift. However, we have good news that the worst is behind you now after this person shows up on your doorstep, or perhaps you run into this person somewhere. It could even be, God forbid, at a bar or something like that. Just say no. The bottom of this card says the worst is behind you now and a positive new experiences are on the horizon. After you say no, you have to say no to this. Do not say yes, because if you do say yes, we all know what card you're going to pull next month, and I really don't want to pull that card, Libra. 9th house. This is your school. This is your travel. Conflict and defeat says walk away from an argument. You may have to say no to an invitation. This may be something that you've already booked or planned, because this could certainly be a trip. Or if you go on this trip, you could get an argument with this person that you go on or that is at your destination. And the advice is do not argue with them. Walk away at this time. Okay, your intuition is correct in this area. Whatever you have been feeling, then that's actually what's happening. It's something under the surface. It's not what the other person is telling you. It's what your gut is telling you in this situation. Okay? Lovingly assert yourself, this card says. 10th house. 10th house rules the career. Also, your mother can show up in the 10th house. You have balance here, so this can be a juggling act between your career and your home life. For those of you that have families, have children, or raising children, it can be a bit of a struggle this month in September, especially if you have kids that are in school, back in school. There's a lot going on. For others of you, your mother could be struggling with balance in her life just as a whole, and you may need to be a shoulder to lean on. Pay attention. Okay, here we have another intuitive card. You guys have pulled 3 intuitive cards. This is talking about, like, I'm getting instead of just the red light, Libra, I'm getting the entire street light. You will see this month, especially with your career and job activities and related to your mother, a stoplight in your mind's eye. Or it could just be a light in general. Green light, yellow light, caution, red means stop, right? But you are getting a message that is repetitious, and it keeps coming into your mind and bugging you until you actually do something about it. Because this card indicates that action needs to happen from you, Libra, and it hasn't happened yet. So the more and more this thought comes to your mind, the more and more you need to pay attention to it and do something about it, Libra. 11th house. This rules your children. For those of you Libras that don't have children, this is talking about your best friend. Material and spiritual prosperity. They are being given blessings in the form of heavenly blessings from the other side. Whomever's over there, could be past relatives, guides, angels, the higher power, and other things that they believe in, but it's also coming in the form of earthly blessings as well. So you should receive, for those of you that have children, you should be receiving good news from them this month. Consult an expert. Okay, so for some of you, this is going to be talking about consulting a guidance counselor, and if you're not getting help with your current guidance counselor, you may need to seek a second opinion. For others of you, if you have grown children, they may need to consult somebody, a tax expert, an attorney, a different doctor, regarding whatever's happening in their life right now to receive more information. Okay? Now your 12th house is the universe. It's the world card in traditional tarot. I love this card. Whatever happens shows up in the 12th house is what's about to happen in 3 months from now. So look for it in December. The universe says you simply need to open your arms and give gratitude to what the universe has to offer you at this time. Libras love the holidays. So, enjoy the holidays. I'm hearing enjoy the holidays. You are going to be getting unexpected, surprise, and happy gifts in December. But you do need to focus on something in December, and that is self-forgiveness. Someone or some situation may be leaving you feel guilty. You know, the more Virgo that you have in your chart, the more guilty feelings you'll have. However, the bottom of this card says, let go of old guilt and remember that you are God's perfect child. What a way to close this reading, this fabulous reading, you guys. This is the best reading you've had in a long time. Please heed the warning in the 8th house, because you don't want to go through that. Nobody should have to deal with that riffraff, if you ask me. And if this video has helped you, please remember to hit the like button, and send to your Libra friends. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.